guys, this is Kelly, and I'm a traditionally and independently published author of more than 30 books. My brand new book, Why Rachel Did, came out on Tuesday. Hope you pick it up. Anyway, I'm going to do an update on the Leap into Horror bingo card that I did. I did this line, and this started February 15th, and it ended on February 29th. I'm going to tell you how I did. Probably won't have the books holding up because I don't have them in here right now, but we're going to talk about it anyway. Okay, the first little thingy right here was Small Town, and I said that I was going to choose Grave Surprises by Charlene Harris. Sorry, I had to turn it over to look. By Charlene Harris. I read about 3 chapters of it, and I think it's the second book of a sequel or a series, I think. So while I liked it, I don't know if I understood it as much as I should have understood it. So I didn't DNF it, but I'm going to keep reading it probably in April because I'm doing middle grade March right now. So I didn't DNF it, and I tried. So I'm going to mark it. The next one is Alien, and for Alien, I read Parasite by Darcy Coates. This was not what I was expecting because I thought it was a whole book, like one book. Actually, it's a bunch of little short stories or novellas put together. And I really liked the first one. It was when you first just discover there's an alien and there's something wrong. There's something not right in this place. And I really liked that one. And then it was just kind of like the same story kind of repeated in these different space stations. And then at the end, of course, it wrapped up together. So I liked it. I liked the premise of it. I think I would have actually liked it better as if I'd read it in novellas and knew it was novellas. So I love Darcy Coates. I love anything by Darcy Coates. So it was really good, and I'm glad my first alien horror was one of her books. Number 3 is Back in Time, and I know I have this around here somewhere, but I put it back on my shelf. I chose Teeth in the Mist, and I loved it. That was the book that I didn't know if I was going to put on this because I had just finished it like the day before it started. I'm going to count it. It's a wonderful book. It has, it's in 3 different time eras. It's wonderful. I especially love the 1851 era. Wonderful. Pick it up if you've not picked it up before. Next is Water, and I picked The Drowning by Rachel Ward. It was okay. It wasn't my least favorite book. It wasn't my favorite book. It was a book. It was a creepy book. I will give it that. It was very creepy. It was very creepy. So creepiness factor was there. It's about a boy who drowns or nearly drowns, and his brother does drown, and he survives, and this girl survives, but his brother dies, and he wakes up and he has amnesia, and he doesn't exactly remember who he is or what he is or who his mother is or what happened or anything. The only thing that he knows is he hears his brother's voice in his head, and he's telling him to kill the girl. It's freaky, guys. It's freaky. And the last one is Vampire, and I chose to start reading Vampire Academy because I still haven't read it, and it came out in 2007, and I feel like I need to not have not read it. That's a double negative. I'm sorry. I feel like I should have read it by now. So I read the first chapter. I did read the first chapter. It's not what I thought it was. I don't know what I thought it was, but it's not what I thought it was. I'm not gonna DNF it. I'm gonna keep trying to get into it because there's a whole bunch of books and I would like to get into it, but the first chapter just didn't grab me, but it might later on. I know some people who are watching this are like, "No, Kelly, what are you talking about? This is the best book series ever. You got to get through the first chapter." I'm going to get through the first chapter. I just didn't in this readathon. But I did read the first chapter. I read a little bit of I read all of 3 books, and I read a little bit of 2 books. So I'm going to count that as a blah, 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 as a success. It's a success. That's what it is. So I did fill up, technically, this one in the Leap into Horror readathon. If you participated, would you please leave the link to your video in the description, or tell me about it in the description if you made one. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate Joni Reeds, that's who did it. That's who hosted it, for coming up with this awesome readathon. I had a great time, especially figuring out books to read for it, and I cannot wait to do it again next year. If she does it next year, maybe I'll read chapter 2 of Vampire Academy. I'll see you later. Bye.